Greetings, everyone. I am Winnie Wriggle, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. Happy Monday, y'all. We are going to do some refined storage today. We're also going to get started with mystical agriculture because I think that's the way to go for our basic resources. I have done a couple of things while you've been sleeping. One, I went ahead and made our shovel and our pickaxe upgraded to crimson steel. We did that with the productive metals. This is a replacement for productive metalworks. This is the new version of Tinkers, if you will. So you make molds for the advanced metals you're gonna need for silent gear. You're gonna need to make the molds. So you make a template, put it in there with 4 pieces of steel to make the actual mold, and then you can put the mold in here and then melt down whatever metal you want to make the head out of. So we did that for the shovel and the pickaxe, and as we get access to better materials, we will improve those. The other thing I did, we tested out growing Inferium in a botany pot on Inferium farmland. It did great. I had this mostly filled because it's been a week, I think. But what I've done instead is that now pipes directly into our ender chest storage thing. So we have Inferium Essence, got about 7k, which is just enough to get started for all the seeds I want to make. But I think we want to focus on the seeds that will need to help us with refined storage to get started with that. I don't think I've made... No, I've made the mystical agriculture stuff. Woo! We'll probably get into a little bit of the soul extraction. I also have a couple of Ender IO sag mills in my inventory. I want to set up a little automated cobble to gravel to sand, plus some storage and glass. Cobble, sand, gravel, glass, so that we have infinite amounts of that connected to the storage. And I think the way we're going to do that, we already have cobble being generated infinitely right here below the house. We have cobble and stone, so it's 131k cobble. So I'm just going to process it off of here. So I'm just going to add, because this is one of the... Oh, we're using Zycraft for this. Okay, cool. I didn't know if we were using the Cobble Gen or Zycraft, but Zycraft is great. We're also using Zycraft to generate lava as well, and resin, which I probably could put an upgrade on that drawer. We can do it. I meant to do that earlier. Do I have any just sitting in here? I do. Look at that. We got one. We got a gold one as a chest reward. Or yeah, I don't think we need gold. I think we'll just do copper. Is that's functional storage, though. When he's not awake yet, I've just barely started on my tea. And I have anime brain. Functional storage, what are you? Functional storage. Good. Boop. And now you will hold 16k of those. Beautiful. We also have slime because of our mob farm. I do want to completely remake our mob farm. Bigger, better, faster. This one leaks. And by leak, I mean the slimes pop out of it and go everywhere. Thus the magma blocks everywhere. They were kind of to control the slimage. But I think I want to move this and put it, just make it much bigger, because we're going to need to add the industrial foregoing mob generation to it. I think, just for giggles, so that we have a version of that. And then this should be... I wonder if I could just pull cobble right out of this. That would be the most practical. right? Or do I want... No, I think I want XNet to manage it. Pardon me. In which case, it doesn't matter where anything is. So we can space it out a little better. Yeah, yeah. In fact, I could hide XNet behind this wall. That would be ideal. And then there would just be a barrel of cobble, a barrel of gravel, a barrel of sand, and a barrel of glass. I like that. And that means all of our processing could also happen behind here. We just make it neat and tidy. Which means we probably have a little access tunnel back here to do that. And we'll give it access to power, probably remotely. Which is fine. It's fine. We'll also, and then I think we'll just trash the flint. Because we don't need 1,000 million flint. Yeah, I like it. Okay, we'll just chuck those down there for now. I'm not going to worry about Salmoniac. The other thing that I started growing right next to our Inferium up here, if I could get up the elevator, I started growing cornflower just on dirt because we need blue dye for XNet, since I favor using the blue cables. And right now I've got 12 blue dye, which doesn't do me any good, really. So let's pull that out. Where did I put the red dye? I think it's downstairs. We should have a whole section of dye. And I want to make use of probably the mechanical squeezer is our best dye generator. Yeah. So 1 stack should get us 5 stacks of dye. Just over 4. That's crazy. That's so much dye. Dye. Beautiful, beautiful. You go through it like crazy with the recipes for XNet because we want network cables and connectors. Dun dun dun. Again, I should have everything just pumping into storage, but you know, I'm sometimes when he's a little bit of a manual child. Like, how often are we going to need to do this to die? Probably never again with this many. You know? I should also do a thing and say, good morning, Kirk. Gregory, how's it going, friend? I'm so excited to see you. It's going good for me. I hope you had a fabulous holiday and are working on a good new year. Have you checked out Hightail yet? That's one of my questions. I'm having a blast with it. Really and truly. Okay, let's go with some XNet. We'll make 2 stacks of cable because Winnie's like that. And some blue connectors. And what else? I need a controller, which means I need a couple of machine frames. XNet for the win. I don't know what else we're going to set up with XNet. It'll be a thing. Okay, and why do I have a plank here saved? I have hopping botany pots because I was working on that. Okay, the things we're going to need for refined storage. 2 primary ones. Silicon is the biggest. And that's kind of where I'm going with automating the gravel, sand, clay, whatever. Because if we grind sand, we get silicon. A 50% chance. So I wanted to automate our sand production so that I can get infinite silicon. And then I was like, well, I should probably just do... it's only a tier 2 seed for mystical agriculture. And so eventually that's where all of our silicon needs to come from. But I need enough to get that started. And so let's look at the things that... So quartz, nether quartz, and silicon are the 2 seeds I'm after right now. So we can start them growing. And I think I have... Yes, I've made botany pots. And I think I have barrels. And I think we're going to just use small ones because I'm going to pipe them right back into storage. And I need a more practical way to do that, which is why I need... That's why I need refined storage. But we're just going to make it janky to begin with, I think is the answer. So if I were... Places I could put barrels would be there and probably... Like, I don't need to be able to reach them. So basically anywhere around that could be more barrels. So let's do that. So if I stuck one here and put a botany pot on top of it, we're going to need to make some more inferium soil and make the seeds. So to make the seeds, we need to set up the little mystical agriculture thing, which I think... If I set you there, that's plenty of room. Yep. Oops, give me that. So you make 1 of the infusion altars and 8 of the infusion pedestals, and they're super cheap. They're stone, a little bit of gold, and red wool. And then we stick a redstone signal down next to it, a lever. And then we grab whatever we need for the seed. So let's start with silicon. We need 4 silicon and some prudentium essence and some prosperity seeds. So there's that. And let's do some prudentium. Like so. And then I need 4 silicon, so we're just gonna do probably quartz. In a smelter? Yes. That should be plenty to get us started. And do I have... I don't even have silicon in here. Dear God. So let's make a drawer for it. It's a resource. I'm gonna put it back. Nope, I'm gonna put it back here. So I already have processor binding and a little bit of the quartz enriched iron. Beautiful. So that means I need 4 of these. And we'll go make silicon prudentium. Silicon prudentium. Silicon prudentium. I think this is shapeless crafting. And then we stick the prosperity seed in the middle, and then we click the go. Gregory says, hopefully it'll be a good new year. You've seen people play Hytale, haven't played it yourself. You don't really like the art style, how they made it more realistic. You like the simplicity of Minecraft 16 by 16. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. It took me some getting used to. The texture pack for the blocks for me is a little cartoony. Like the grass and the cobble is very like old bad texture pack mod pack stuff. But it's not enough for me to not play it, I guess. Okay, the thing we need is a piece of inferium farmland, which I have to make. Right? Yes. In fact, we're gonna need. Oh, do I need a tier 2 farmland for this? Probably. Hold on. We probably need Prudentium. Which means I need one more of those. Because my understanding is every seed needs the tier soil that is relevant to it to grow. Now, are you going to grow without and harvest without a hoe? Is the real question. And I'm not really worried about the speed because we're on a server and I have these chunks loaded. And so it's just going to do its thing over time. We'll worry about speeding this up later. Right now, I just want to have access to... See, like, y'all have to have... I just want to make sure it doesn't need a hoe to harvest it. It might be one of those things... Oh, well, I think we have the ability to make things have infinite durability. Kirk thinks the opposite. He likes the adventure nature of Hightail. Yeah, I like that it doesn't feel like I'm playing Minecraft, which is really interesting. Oh, it did harvest it. Nice. Okay, so that means we need an entire array of storage that is just for essences. Which I think we're going to replace this wall of barrels because we're moving to refined storage. That this can be our new wall of essences. And that'll work out just fine. Okay, while that's doing a thing, let's make... I think we have plenty of quartz. Let me just make enough silicon to get us started. Hopefully, I'm just going to fill my inventory with quartz. And I should be able to run this through the alloy smelter. Isn't it? It is the alloy smelter. Just checking because Winnie's tired. Yes, it is. Okay, I should be able to run this through here and it'll just shove it in storage. Right? You're going in there. Why aren't you pulling that out? Is it just too fast for you? Or are you connected? You are. Oh, it's working. Okay, it's just slow. Oh, it's because I don't have the magic. I don't have the upgrade in the pipe. I don't think we need the crazy one. Let's just put a gold one in there. So that this is a little bit faster. Yes. This should do 16 at a time. Are you doing a thing? Oh, do you think you need to be filtered now? Yes. Okay, well, I don't want you filtered. I don't want you to be blacklist or whitelist. Okay, I guess that's why I didn't have one on here. So if we remove you and make you a blacklist, you should work. Right? Are you done? You might be done. Nope. It just doesn't like me. That's weird that that triggers... oh, maybe it's the redstone. Ignore redstone. Nearest first. Does whitelist work? Yeah, whitelist works. That's bizarre. There it goes. Happy silicon. Nice. Oops. You actually should go in there. Okay. Let's make a thing. Find storage. You can go away. And you can go away. And y'all can go in my backpack for a minute. Along with that. And that should be... Okay, let's just do it. We need a controller. We need an advanced processor. We need all the processors. Hold on, let's do that too. So I guess let's make a stack of those. And maybe 32 of these. Greg says it's fun. You're more into it because of the roguelike aspect. Oh, Balatro. I've heard really good things about that. Especially the roguelike stuff. How are we on diamonds? I know we went mining. We'll do 20 of those. I'm out of binder. It's okay, we have the technology. Because slime. And now I'm out of string. Haha. Where did I put this? I think I have it as a resource up here. Yep. And if we were super cool, we would also put... I don't want basic processors in storage. I want actual processors. I don't want the raw ones in storage. So if I put the actual ones in here, like so, then we can do these. And those can all go in there. And then we can do the same thing for these. And someday we'll automate this. It's part of the reason we're setting up refined storage. Roguelikes are kinds of games you like the most, Gregory, besides Minecraft. That's cool. That's very cool. I would say for me, it's time management stuff. Like, other than survival Minecrafty things, the next best for me is time management. Well, and city builders. City builders / time management. But things like Against the Storm and... What are the other ones? I play a lot of, I play Against the Storm, I play Northgard. I like the little manage your village is banished, all that kind of stuff. Those are fun for me. Okay, we need a couple of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, maybe 16 construction and the same amount of destruction. And I'm also going to put these in storage. And we'll set up automated processes to make those for us. But right now, I just want the placeholder in our bulk storage. Okay. Now can I make a controller? Yes. One controller. One disk drive. Nice. One. We need a grid to start with. And then we're going to make a crafting grid out of that. And I don't know how I don't have crafting tables in storage. Let's fix that. Okay, there's our crafting grid. We do need a pit. We need a disk interface so we can clean stuff up eventually. I just like to have it. Oh, that means storage housing. Okay. 2 of those. There's a disk interface. I guess we need a pattern grid. Which means I need an actual pattern. And another grid. Oops, which means another machine base. Oop. Grid. Where's my grid at? There we go. A little bit of crafting table shenanigans, but these are important things. Okay, that's all the blocks we need. You really only need a controller and a disk drive and some kind of grid. I recommend crafting grid so that you can actually make use of the system. And then we're going to need some cables. And that's quartz enriched copper. Ooh, that's new. I like that. Let's do a few stacks of that, and we'll put that down here. Lovely, lovely. And I think we don't need a billion cables for right now. That'll do. And then the other thing we want to make sure we do is make a wireless. I'm hoping I have enough power for this. The other thing we need to look at is how to upgrade our power. And then for we're going to need an external storage connector. So that's going to connect to our storage drawers. We're also going to need an importer so that I can take all that crap and all those barrels down there and put it in our storage system. Right? Now, more important than anything, we need somewhere to store things. I would like to just go straight for a 64K storage disk. I hope we have enough stuff to do that. So I'm going to need 3 16K storage parts. And they each take... So we need 1, 2, 3, 4Ks for each of the 16s. So I need 9 4Ks, which means I need 27 1Ks. Yes, yes. That's right. Hopefully enough silicon for this. And did I do my math right? No idea. I do it wrong every time, so, you know. That should be it, right? So I can do like that, and that's 3 of them. And that's 1 of them. We did it! Yay! 64K storage disk. That should be good for now for our items. We'll probably have to make more. But I'm happy with that. Now I need power. And I'm actually going to make another... this will expand our power system and give us a... So I can just set this down right next to the storage system and use it. I'm making a dimensional cell. Yeah. Show in advance needs to start with the regular. And then I need to make a couple of these. Because we want it. We want the extra 8 million. And then I think I have an infuser over here somewhere. Which means I need some of these. We need 8 stacks to fully infuse. There it is. So if I stick my dimensional cell in here, and I stick dimensional shards, it infuses it, and that gives us an infusing bonus. It reduces how much it costs to pull power out of this and gives us more RF per tick of available energy, right? And it doesn't take long. Oh, I guess it only needs 4 stacks. My bad. Only to 4. So it's 42%. There's no way to make that go faster. We'll put this away. Maybe I'll go sleep while that's doing a thing. Let's take a nap. I hear you, Enderman. Mr. Enderman. Deep RPG with good stories are still Kirk's favorite. I just love a good RPG. I find that I don't play them as much because I spend time with people when I'm playing. A lot of times I have a hard time playing an RPG when I'm talking to my friends. Because I want to listen to the story and play the game, and I get distracted. So I play them solo city. Okay, 100% infused dimensional cell. And are we going to use XNet? No. Although I will need another dimensional cell for our automated stuff downstairs. So let's go ahead and make one. Regular. I'm gonna make the advanced because they're actually like relatively cheap. And I need the shards to do this. We'll just make another one. You and you. And I'll come throw shards in there every now and then. Okay. Do I have everything I need? Place to store stuff. Connections to our external storage. Because I want to get this up like instantly. Crafting grid, pattern grid. Because I'm about to remove our access to our storage. So I need to think about that before I do it. And make sure that I don't need... What are you? I think we're good. I don't think I need to craft anything before I do this switch over. I am going to put all of this back in there. It's one of those, I have found myself in a position where I'm switching, like upgrading to the next storage system, and I did it too soon and couldn't get into my stuff. I think we're good. Controller, cables, the disk drive, the disk itself, and a grid so we can see it, and power to hook it to. We're good. We're good, we're good. Let's do that. Okay, here we go. So this is our storage drawer controller. And that is the thing that needs the external storage hooked to it. Like so. And then I think we can just chuck the controller right on top of it. And then on top of that, I can stick my crafting grid. Yep, so now I have access to everything in the storage drawers, which is a beautiful. And then there's some other things that we just need to add. So we'll put our disk drive. As long as they're touching, they don't need cables. And then the pattern grid can go there. And then, because that's the interface, yeah, we'll put this disk storage over here. And then put our disk in here. And then you need power. Because you're draining power very quickly. So how do I give you power? Okay, here we're gonna do this. I'm gonna put. We're gonna call it out. I forgot to make the link. I just need a piece of paper. That's sugar. You can do it. There we go. We gotta go over to our. Well, we can go to any. Do I have to go to my original? I think I need to go to my original. You make copy. So we know that's the right network, right? And then we tell this, hey, that's the network you belong to. And now you're on a network with 12 million RF. And you are getting power, which is fabulous. Okay. And I'm going to stick my disk drive here. And put you in there. Nice. Now, if we do this, we're going to take some cable. And I'm going to remove all of these because now we need to get all the stuff in these barrels onto that disk drive. So I can remove the barrels. Which means we also need to make sure the priority for where things are going is set so that the external storage has the highest priority. Right? 100 go in there first. And then the disk drive, can I reach it? Nope. It has its own priority. We'll say 10. Right? Just for giggles. And then, should we look in here? I don't really want to. It's scary. Oh my god. Like, is there anything I want to make drawers for is really what my question is. Maybe the RM logs. I'm just looking for things that are, like, crazily in bulk. That I may want to make a dedicated drawer for. Here we go, like polished blackstone bricks. Probably a good idea. Thought I had red wool in a drawer. Maybe not. You're all weird books. Yeah, actually it's not bad. It's like 8 drawers of chaosness. So let's do this. Let's say red wool has a home. And then upstairs in our rocks. I call this rock storage. Okay. Let's just put y'all in there. And then the RM logs can go with the wood. Nice. Boom. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now I can take this and let's just start with the first one over here. That's an importer. And I think it'll start doing a thing. Yeah, it's just gonna go. I might go get a speed upgrade because it's pulling one item at a time. So let's go to refined storage. And what we want is a stack upgrade. There's speed, there's stack. Which means I need 4 speed. Which means I need 4 upgrades. 4 upgrades. 4 speed upgrades. 1 stack upgrade. And if we stick this in here, it'll empty this super fast. And if there's a place to put this in the storage drawers, it'll stick it. Otherwise, it's going to stick it on the disk. Super excited. It's pulse pounding excitement right here. Peak. Okay, and then as soon as that's done, we move to the next one. And away it goes. Okay, wither skeleton skull. Skull fragment bone. Y'all should all have drawers, but that's okay. We'll deal with that later. Here, have some of the stuff that I don't have a place for. Like the rest of that. Good, good. Okay, and then a wireless transmitter. We can just stick... You can stick them anywhere. We're going to put it here. I changed the innies for how many blocks the wireless transmitter transmits. So by default, out of the box, this is 16 blocks. And I think that's ridiculous as a default for modded Minecraft. So it's in the configs for the mod. You can set the base distance for this. So if I added additional range upgrades, they're only going to increase it by 8 blocks each time. Because in the past, my solution was just to give myself a creative range upgrade. And I'm like, let's compromise. Let's just change the innie. Are you done? Yes. Do like a so. And like a so. This is so exciting. Grown up storage. Yep, there's all the stuff coming in. How's our disk doing? Really good. Oh yeah, we have plenty of room. Highly recommend making a 64K disk whenever you do the first conversion. Like, it's really not that much more materials. Unless you're being super early about it. Do I need that barrel? No. Could I have made multiple importers? Sure. But why, she says. But why? Nope, I keep flicking it into my inventory. Can you come back here, please? Thank you. It's not bad. Do I need compressed iron in a box? Not really. I'm so excited about getting rid of these barrels. Aha! Oh, wow. See? And then I find hilarious things like, hey, you left dirt there. Do I have? Yes, I do have some of these. I made fancy planks on this level. Not far now. Oh, that's so, it's so nice. Okay, are any of these actually? No. This axe is too powerful, I've decided. Like, it's so OP. There we go. Let's go down here. Make our jank cabling. So it can move all our magic stuff. Ah, it's so good. Okay, drawers for essences. I wonder if I just should put a big stack of drawers around this door. Let's have a snack. Like, they don't need to be in the middle of the room. Right? That Shouldn't take but a minute. It's so satisfying to see everything go into the storage. Okay. Gimme. Where? Oh, my pickaxe went into the storage. That's a feature. Pretty sure that's where it went. Take that. Yep. Give me that back. Thank you. Not far now. You can have those and those. All the random, like I have a wooden shovel. Why? Doesn't matter. Refined storage. You just throw it all in there, and if you ever need it, it's there. It's the best ever. Okay. Put you and you. I probably should make drawers for redstone repeaters. Whatever, it's fine. There's so much random stuff. Yellow dye. Let's put the yellow dye up here. Whoop, and that's it. That's how you upgrade your storage to refined storage very carefully. Okay, now let's make probably the most important thing. Let's put that away. I don't need the importer or the stack upgrade right now. But let me find a plank to fill this hole. Boom. And we need to make a wireless crafting grid. So there's a wireless grid and there should be a wireless crafting grid. There we go. So I need a crafting grid, which means I need a grid. Right? And we need a crafting grid and a wireless crafting grid. And it says unbound, and all we need to do is shift right click on the controller. And boom, we now have remote access to our storage. Woo! So I can shift click stuff into there. And I think this has a, yes, has a slot in our for accessories, but I need to go look at the control button, the keybind for accessing the wireless crafting grid. So if we go to refine storage, open portable grid, minus also use for move down. That's fine. That should work. There isn't any portable grid in your inventory. I beg to differ. What if I put it in there? No. Okay, that must have been the wrong one. Hold please. Refine storage. Maybe that key conflict is... Oh. Open wireless crafting grid. Let's try that. Done, done, done. Yay! Okay, that works from in there. How about from in there? Yes, okay. So now we have a hotkey. And it doesn't have to take up space in my inventory. I don't have to worry about losing it. And that was me recharging our battery. Also. How's our backpack doing? Good. Mostly because I don't have it on. Ooh, personal. We have all kinds of stuff. Spell book, body bracelet, all the things. Woo, refined storage. Okay, there are things that I want. Namely, I do still want crafting table available. So I'm just going to kind of tuck one down here. Because I'm like that. Like sometimes I just want an actual regular crafting table. And what else did I throw away? The tool... Nope. It's called a... Oh my, the Minecraft words are gone today. Smithing table, yes, that. And because I need to reach this other stuff, we're gonna stick it down there. What else did I pick up and move? Don't really need a smoker anymore. Let's... As cute as it is... Wow, it's a weird breaking thing. Is there anything else we need over here? I'm gonna kind of move... I was making patterns with this. Do I want to put my trash can here? I'm afraid I might click it with something important. Let's leave it around the corner. And if we were super cool, we could make like... What direction is that? Make it a little more ornamental with stuff hanging down. Okay, we got the lanterns. Don't need the stairs. What am I eating? Basic veggie burgers. Nice. I'm sure I'll be like, oh, I moved that workbench thing away. Why? I'd like a project box, but I need to be able to reach. What else did I have out here? Who knows? My classic Minecraft workshop setup. No, oh, here, this. And this. Which, can we do something like that? That's kind of weird, but... you can sit there, maybe. And there, and I can still reach the power thing. That's fine. Can we make you, like, not so... Yeah. That's good. Then there's still, like, things. I bet we could do something like if I had a trapdoor. Wow, how do I not have a single trapdoor? That's crazy talk. What kind of... Let's put it over here. Then it looks deliberate. If we set you down this way, do you... Yes, that's better. Nice. And that doesn't seem to interfere with the function of that block, which is great. Woo, one trapdoor. Who knew? And let's look at our total storage disk. 4,900 items. It's so easy. That's it. We're good. We're good. Did I ever grade the head of this axe? Pickaxe? I graded the shovel one and then didn't do the pickaxe. That's fine. We're going to get cool with more silent gear upgrades soon. What else do I want to do? I want to check on our essence happening here. Okay, so we've been just derping around for an hour. So maybe 40 minutes of that. Is it better to have the hoe? Does it make it go faster? It doesn't seem to need it. Like, it's still harvesting. So I don't need to worry about the hose in there anymore. Look at all that blue dye coming in. It's gonna be ridiculous. Okay. Let's look at Winnie's to-do list because that helps. Okay, upgrade the inferium process. What did I mean by that? Oh, I think I was gonna do multiples. I might do that off camera. Okay, the gravel, sand, and glass setup. Mystical agriculture. Or do we want to do some more seeds? Okay, we did refine storage. Woo! I don't know what we're going to do for power. Upgrades. I think I was headed down the path of making uraninite seeds. Right? Which means I need supremium essence. And that would give us infinite power. We could start down. Because we have infinite iron right now, which is a big block just getting started with that mod. But power is so easy to set up. I think it's easier than a reactor. And as long as I have infinite fuel for it. So let's see, can we make supremium? Can I make 4 supremium with this many inferiums? How many inferium essence to, if I could spell, to make 1 supremium Minecraft mystical agriculture? 1024. So we have plenty. Thank you, Google Foo. So let's do that. Let's make a uraninite seed so that can be starting. So I need supremium essence, which means I need inferium. So 4 times like that. We should be able to do that. Oh, refined storage sometimes has a problem with the infusion crystals. How do I make a master infusion crystal? Oh, I need premium. Well, we're just gonna make do with what we have. I swear to you, we have an infuse. Where are you? There you are. Could you go to your home? If we made 64 prudentium times 4. You know what else I should have are placeholders for different tiers of essence, right? And I have essence in the mob farm, but not here. Is it time to get our new drawers out? Probably. Let's do that. Do I have any drawers? No, I don't. Let's make some. And let's make, do I need cherry wood? What have I made them out of so far? Are they spruce? No, they're just oak. That's fine. We'll make the oak. Okay, and that doesn't even come close to how many seeds we're gonna have. But it's a good start. So like 4 times 4. I'm sorry, 4 times 9. 36 plus the tiers. That should be good. And I'm just gonna make a wall of them like that. Oh, there's so many. We're just gonna cover my windows. I think we're just gonna cover the windows. Wall of essence. And we'll start with you guys. And we need to do two things. We need to lock everything over here. Because we have so much stuff. Do I have anything actively producing items? I don't think so. Like so. And then I'll do upgrades. I might have enough to do copper upgrades for everything. We also need to put void upgrades on everything. Which is part of the reason we need to grow essences so that we have more resources. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Now if I take my linking tool, which is currently set to link to that drawer controller, I should be able to just add all these to storage. And that way I can see them. Yes, yes. Linked drawers to the controller. So if I go up here, I should be able to see that Prudentium. There it is. Yes, beautiful. That's all we want. It's all you need in life. The ability to link your storage drawers. So nice. We're going to need like a farming room of botany pots for serious. Okay, I already have a placeholder for the fertilized essence. It's down in the mob farm. For every essence that we collect, I want to start putting it in a drawer, right? So there's the silicon. And if we were super cool, we would pipe out the stuff from the silicon drawer. I think we can do that from up there. Because I have this here. So if I go like this, and then shift click, it should pull everything out of here and put it in storage. Because I already have it set to go down into our ender chest, right? So as those grow, that'll be a thing. Where is Bob? Y'all are here. See up top? Did he croak? Nope, I see him. Oh, he's downstairs. Y'all spawned above him, which is hilarious. Hello, Bob. Ooh, kelp. Aurum sapling. I already have one of those. Ooh, here we go. Great Plate of Eternity. I think the only reason I'd want this is for those enchantments. Mending, Unbreaking, Projectile Protection, and Protection. 55 emeralds. And it comes with Berserker's Fury, too. What is Berserker's Fury? If Winnie could spell. B-E-R-S-E-R. Become enraged when taking damage. I mean, does that make me super strong? Like, hypothetically, we could turn that into netherite. I don't think I have that many emeralds. Oh, we do. I mean, we're rocking chainmail on our chest. This is probably a really good interim. Like before we get OP armor through Silent Gear. Let's do it. Let's do it. There's a chest. There's some emeralds. Bob, make me a deal of a lifetime. He says. I think we should immediately turn it into what is that called? A smithing template, right? We should immediately turn it into netherite. Right, 'cause don't I only need one ingot to do that? Potentially. Yep. So it goes from, that just adds knockback resistance, right? Beautiful. So we lose our plus 10% max health, but we gain like double the armor. I think I'm fine with that. I think I'm 100% great with that. Also mending. Beautiful. Thanks, Bob. Okay. And then what was I doing? We did the setup for the silicon, so now that's going into storage. Yay. Beautiful. Can y'all... I want those leads. Sorry. Not sorry. What else did you have? Nothing of interest. Thanks, Bob. Thanks for everything, my friend. Oh, I carry the leads. Always in my pockets, because I'm like that. Okay. More seeds real quick. That are essential for progressing. Basic ones we can do, I'll do off camera, but I wanted crimson iron, nether. I think amethyst seeds would be really useful, and they're an easy craft. We need amethyst and prudentium. Oh, I was making supremium. Let me go ahead and make the amethyst seeds because I'm like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is future proofing. And do I already have a body pot? Yes. And do I need a barrel? Yes. And some, what tier are you? Tier 2. Nope, I need farmland. Prudentium farmland. Like, how do I not have a hoe? Oh. I guess let's make an iron one. And the farmland. We'll do like that. And then we'll go upstairs. And we'll make the seed. First. Yay, mystical agriculture. Oh, it was already on. Okay. That's good. That's good. Not complaining. And then we'll just stick a barrel back here. And a botany pot on top. And some farmland and the seed. And away it goes. And then we'll have that go into storage later. Because it'll take forever for that to do a thing. Let me grab the pipe. And the wrench. And we want to get one first so that I have an actual... Yeah, okay, we'll come back to that in a second. Give it time to grow. What other seed would be important to start on right now? Amethyst, okay, chicken, pig, cow, sheep, squid. Silicon we got. Nether quartz is probably the other one. Oh, obsidian. Let's do nether quartz. Because that's also very important to get started on. Then I don't have to worry about it. Which means I need some tertium. Waiting for it to go. What do we... There you go. What is that called? Infusion crystal. I don't think they have durability. Oh, I just needed that. I don't need to use it for anything. Give me that. In fact, give me one extra so I can put the placeholder. And let's make a bunch of that. Okay, yep. That tells me how many of these essence I need. Why is everything called essence? Essence. There's that one. There's that one. There's that one. So if I go Prudentium, I don't think the infusion crystals have durability. Oh, and then it disappeared. It just doesn't show its durability. Okay. Where did you go? Infusion crystal. Okay, and then if I put all y'all back in there, and we go tertium, and we make another infusion crystal, because reasons. That should be enough to make some of this. Nope, I just want a regular one. There we go. If I did like that, just so I have the placeholder and storage. And then put those in there. And then we'll go make some more Prudentium. One, two, three, four should be plenty. And then if I made some of this. And I got rid of that. There's premium. One. Oops. Need a placeholder. Hold on. And you need to go in there. Like so. 1, 2, 3. Alexa, stop. There's 4 Supremium. Pardon me. And if I were really smart, I would make a Master Infusion Crystal. What does that need? It needs 4 of them plus 2. So we need 6. Plus a gem. Do I have enough to make a few more of these? Maybe, possibly. That'll be 4 more. Which should be enough to make a Master Infusion Crystal. One of those. One of those. Beautiful. Unlimited uses. We're in business now. And I can make my seed. Uraninite. I just need some uraninite from storage. Beautiful. Oop. Go. There we go. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we get into seeds that require souls, which is always fun. 2, 2, 2. Nice. Okay, let's set this one up. Barrel. Botany pot. I'm gonna need, how do I make, hopefully I only need one Supremium farmland. You just need one Supremium. Okay, that's good. Because I'm pretty sure that's all we have. Nope, wrong button. One Supremium. Why are the hoes not? Can you just be a hoe? Thanks. Nice. And away you go. Your new thing? Yes. Now you should have essence I can put in storage. And in a minute you will. So we have a placeholder for you. We still have a couple K of Inferium. That's great. If I did like that. And then maybe a half a stack, something like that. And maybe we need a whole bunch more of this. There's that. Oh, you don't have an upgrade. Hold on. Let's grab what I have. Boom. Boom. Now you hold 4K. So where did that go? Oh, I just happened to only make 512 of them. That's good. Some of those, and then maybe, and then I'll teach. I gotta set up the pattern making. I don't have to do this by hand. There. Now we have a little bit in cases we needs it. And we can have this barrel do a thing if I get up here. Okay, beautiful. And this one, we finally have one essence. Which means I can set up this one. And I hope this is smart enough. Yes. So those should all be pulling. Yep. And I'll probably do this with XNet eventually. Although none of this grows fast enough to be. But over time, that'll be very useful. Look at that. We're growing resources. Very exciting. Okay, let's set up. Let's see if we can get the gravel sand thing done. Because I'm actually really excited about that. And that'll require XNet, which I put in my backpack. What else is in here? Weird stuff. The soul extractor. We don't need that yet. Real question is, do I put it in drawers? I feel like I should put it in drawers. Sand, glass, gravel, which means I'm going to need some more upgrades. Hold on. We're going to need a void upgrade, and that's netherite. There's void. And as many of these as we can. Don't have as much gold, so I'd like this is the cheaper way to do it. Don't I have some? I'm going to use up all these weird extra drawers I have. Like, why did I make dark oak drawers? Who knows? I never know. Okay, that should be plenty. Good, good. I love that it resets. Okay, drawers, upgrades. What do I need? I have cobble. We're going to make gravel and sand out of that cobble and silicon. Gravel. Sand. Oh, glass. And silicon. I wonder if we should just send it. Oh, this is. No, I'll just add the drawers to the storage system. I think we'll be not worry about the fact that we have two places where glass is. Just seems there are two places where silicon is. Okay. Maybe we go ahead and put the flint down here. Because we're going to get flint. Like, there's just not going to be any. Or should I just put the glass in there? It's a really good question. Gravel, sand, glass, silicon, and I'm going to trash the flint. Yes, yes, let's lock this. And then XNet should be able to figure this out. So the key to XNet is we're going to put a connector on every drawer we want to interact with, or every block. So I want to be able to interact with each of the sagmeals. I also need a furnace to make glass, right? Oh, wait. We have a wireless crafting grid on us. We need ender alloy smelter because they're friendlier. And I need. Why do I not have like 1,000 furnaces? There we go. We need a couple of iron gears. And a chassis. There we go. Alloy smelter. Just because it's a fast furnace, basically. So we'll also need to connect to that. And then I'm going to need an XNet controller. Are you going to be happy there? Yes, you can still see everything. Block controller, and then I need power, which we were working on earlier. Which happens to be back here. Ta-da! Are you 100% infused? Nope. Weird. Let's do that real quick. I think I got distracted because we were installing the storage. Okay, and I will clean out our... don't need any of the refined storage components anymore because we have them all. Oops, accidentally. I'll leave the auto crafter. And we did that, and we did that, and we have the uraninite seeds and the silicon seeds. We need the quartz seeds still. Okay, 100% infused. Oh, and I need a linking tool. Sorry, power cell card link thing. So we can add this to the network. So we go make a copy of that. Beautiful. And then let's go back down in our hole here. Power can be anywhere, but I need it to be able to supply. Are you smart enough to go there? Yep. Okay, so what that means is I'm using the connectors. I can't get up here. The connector, like the connector that's on the sag mill, is also touching the power cell. And XNet seems to be fine with using one connector to see both because it knows what side, north, south, east, the sides are. I did forget that I need capacitors. Do I have any? I have one. We'll use that on the alloy smelter. That's a good one, actually. And we need to make 2 more capacitors from Ender IO for those machines to run. So we'll start with some basics. And then make some double layers. Almost had enough. And then octatic. Oh, do I not have vibrant alloy? That's energetic and ender pearls. I do have energetic, and I do have. Oops, that was a weird button. We have ender pearls. Where did you go? Which means we gotta go up to one of our alloy smelters. Oh no, I can do it right here. No, it doesn't power yet. Hold on. Go over here. What are you on? Alloys only, please. Both is fine. Do like so. Wow, that vibrant alloy takes a hot minute. Okay, we'll take our 8 and make. I need 1 more of those. Octatic capacitor. And I should probably find a place for vibrant alloy. Where's our other Ender IO stuff? There's the energetic. We're out of room over here. It's gotta come over here. You can go right there. Lovely. So now when I run up and throw it back in storage, it'll go in a drawer, which we love. It's a little bit slower than I like. That's okay. And then we just need these 2. Meow. Okay. And maybe some light. Just saying. There we go. So y'all can actually see. Okay, so this needs a capacitor, and this needs a capacitor. And then we need to tell XNet that we want to, first thing we want to do is send power from the power cube to the 3 machines. So let's do that. So we'll make a first channel called energy and say create and just title it power. And we want to extract from the dimensional cell and insert into not only the 3 Ender IO machines, but also the controller, because it needs power. Although I think it's fine. So now they're all getting power. Beautiful. Then we want to pull items from the cobblestone and put them in the first sag mill. This is going to make gravel. So this is our oak drawer with cobble in it. We want to make a, let's see, I want an item channel called cob to grav and create it. And we want to extract cobblestone. So we need these to make the filters. Extract cobblestone and insert it into the one that's on the bottom. Insert cobble into that sag mill. Should give us, oh god, it gives us all 3. Okay. So let me turn that channel off for just a second. So right above the, if you hit the channel, you can say enable processing on this channel or not. So that tells me that we're getting, we do get all 3 from here. So I really only need 1. No, I have to sag sand to get silicon. Okay, so this one is only for sag milling sand. So let's set that up. Which means we're going to, I need these so I can make filters. Right? So the second one is item create sand to sill. Right, and then like once everything's full, it'll start backing up. Okay. And this needs to be extracting sand and inserting it into this one. Yes. Kirk says he really needs a hot coffee. I know, especially with me doing logic things like making weird machines that are going to do nothing but grind up gravel and sand. Okay, and then we also want the alloy smelter to pull sand and turn it into glass, but we don't want to do that yet, I don't think. I think we want to just run these. Okay, so this is grabbing the cobble and putting it in the sag mill. Now I need to get everything out of the sag mill and put it back in these storage drawers. So that's the flint. I should have put flint in here, maybe. With just a void upgrade. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can just send the... Nope, I don't want the linking tool. I want the unlocking. Give me that. turn you into flint. And then lock you again. And then I could just have a drawer. What am I going to do with the silicon? Send it to another drawer. Sure. Can I just make a regular oak drawer? Possibly. Nope. What are you? Why is that? Why is that a cupboard? Oh, we have Houston. We have a problem. That is not the recipe we are looking for. Which means I need a crafting table. Hold on. Like so. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Nope. You give me that back. Oh no, that's it. Is that an oak drawer? Why are you weird? There. I just didn't set down correctly. Okay, then you can be that. Unlocked. Okay, and then everything else can go back in there. So everything that comes out of this first sag mill can go right back into that storage drawer. And which sag mill's on the bottom? So this is item, and it needs to be back in drawer. That's what I'm gonna. Oops. Back in drawer. So it's gonna come out of this one. Create. Extract. You're gonna take gravel, sand, and flint. Extract it. And insert all of that. Gravel, sand, flint. Back into this drawer. And then you are get silicon, and you're going to extract. Gotta have it for the filter. Jesus Louise. Because you're the higher up one. Extract it and stick it in there. Yes, yes. So we turn cobble into gravel, sand, whatever. And now I need to extract sand. Insert sand. And then I've got the extract silicon. Yes. Okay. Okay. I don't want to do this one yet. But everything else can be running. Okay, go. Go, go, go. Okay, and I think I should be able to. So it's taking cobble, it's turning it into sand, gravel, and flint. And putting it in here. Right? Let's put our void upgrades on these. And a storage upgrade. Or 2. Okay, so the gravel's working. The sand. Yep, sand is working. Flint, are you doing a thing? Yes, flint is working. Nice. So I'll wait, and once these drawers fill up or get more items in them, I will turn on the other 2 processes. So once I have enough sand to start processing, I'll turn on the other channels. Like this one that's going to take sand and put it in the sag mill to turn it, put it into this sag mill to turn it into silicon. And then I'll set up another one that just takes sand. We'll just make it smelting. Just takes sand and turns it into glass. And all of that will be running off of this cobble gen. Right, that's good. This should go pretty fast. And I think we could also use the second sag mill. Because if you sag mill gravel, you also get sand. Right? I get sand and flint. So potentially we could use 3 sag mills. I think that's the way my friend Ken Barbie sets it up usually. Frenchie, how's it going? We're automating sand and gravel from cobble. Sand, gravel, glass, and silicon from cobble using Ender.io and XNet. Just for funsies. Instead of having to grow those. Like, I know we can grow them, but sometimes processing essences is kind of pain in the tuchus. And we have infinite cobble because we're doing Psycraft cobble gen, which is pretty fast. Yeah, we have cobble gen blocks. These, like an iron block generator, we could use to make, there it was, cobbles. And I think it would be super fast. And we might replace the Zycraft, but the Zycraft goes pretty good. Like, it's plenty to keep up with our needs. Like, I don't need millions of these. I just need enough sand, gravel, and glass and silicon that whenever I need it, it's here. Okay, so we'll let that run. Let's make this a little less janky in here. Because ugly. What do I have? Just maybe some wood. Let's at least get the ores out of here so we don't. Nobody wants to be in a janky space. Now, that's the beauty of XNet is I don't have to reach any of the blocks. Like, you do all the configuring from... All the configuration is done from the XNet controller. And yes, I think we need fancy walls. Let's just make them spruce for now. Because sometimes you just need to build a little bit in Minecraft to make your stuff a little neater. So the next time we come down here, we'll be like, oh, that's nice and tidy. And I'm out of spruce. There we go. And do we do something for the ceiling? Why, yes. Do I have any slabs? I do. Let's just... Beautiful. Look, a little utility room that has... Don't need that. And probably have a door in here too. Maybe? Oh, that's not a very fancy door. What kind of doors can we make? Ooh. Chipped. Pressed paper oak door. Oh, now I need a, can I put that in any workbench? I don't think so. I think we need the carpenter's table, which we have. So if I made dark oak doors, and I did /home so we get up here faster, I went over to our carpenter's workbench and put them in here. Ooh, we have fancy doors. Okay. What do we want? Something exciting? Boarded dark oak door. I need one of those. Okay, not all of those. Can we do a single? Single. Oh, you can't turn them back. Can you turn it back into an oak door? Thank you. I want one of those. Boy, it's really not happy with me. That's fine. Let's go try this one. It's kind of cool, actually. Oh, double doors would be beautiful. I like it. I think maybe the paper one would be better down here. Potentially. Like that. And then we go /back. Yeah, it's like an office door. It's perfect. I love it. Okay, we'll let this do its thing. Got void upgrades in them. You're keeping up with that, no problem, right? I think so. I don't want this to be super fast. And as it makes flint, I'll actually pull it out of main storage for now. But I could also set it up to insert the flint back in here. And that just gives us more of the secondary. So it'll give us more sand and flint. Now it consumes the flint. Oh, I wonder if we need... how's XNet doing on extracting? Can you extract a stack of items every 20 ticks? So that's every second. Maybe. You could extract... What's this one? This one is what we need. Extract a stack. There you go. That'll keep up with it. Okay. In fact, anything that says extract should be a stack at a time. Yep. Except maybe the cobblestone. I think you could get... a stack every 60 ticks? Yeah, that could be much longer too. So it'll goes down to 55 before it pulls another stack. So that'll help a little bit with the lag over here. But you... I mean, I guess it'll catch up with itself eventually. Yep. A stack every 10 ticks? I think that's plenty. The timing, sometimes you have to fiddle with. See, we're already at 1,000 gravel. Maybe we don't need to put flint in there. I don't know. I feel like the flint, the additional drops here might gum it up with the timing. Because it's not quite fast enough to pull it. We'll see. It's doing okay. Okay, we'll let that run. I'll let it run probably overnight to fill it up. And then turn on the next two processes. Dun, dun, dun. And yes, I realize we're also growing silicon essence. It's fine. Okay, we need you. I'm going to save y'all. Don't need to set up any more XNet stuff. Y'all can all go back in there, including the drawers. You go in my pocket. What models did we get done? What's in my... I got a basic for wither skeletons. We just don't have enough, I'm gonna pull these out. We don't have enough power, really, to do... Okay, that's faulty. Wither skeleton's fine. I need more blazes. Let's do... Did that go back in my pocket? No. I stuck it in there. Let's do this. Let me put the blaze back in there. Because I'm sure I have a blaze farm. Yeah. Somehow. Okay. Ow! Nelly. Okay, are you... You go in there so I can see? Yes. So in the top upper left, it says we have to kill 11 more blazes. Well, that was our death marker. I'll turn that off later. Are you gonna spawn? Bueller? Maybe. Someday. Possibly. There we go. Because I need more blaze rods anyway. Because I've been making crimson steel like it's going out of style. And this gives me a minute to have a sip of tea and review what we've done today. We got refined storage set up, which I'm very excited about. Yay. Got the start of mystical agriculture for some bueno resources. Did we leave anything in there? No. Let me get rid of this. Go. Hello. I just need to find... I'm sure there's a wither skeleton spawner somewhere in this nether with all this stuff. Like, there's gotta be. Oh, I guess we're kind of getting to the mob cap in this area. Maybe I should move the blaze spawner into a mob farm. Into somewhere else. Because we've got a piglin spawner and a hoglin spawner, like, one level up and down. But, you know, it was early game. Can you... Why am I not able to hit you? That was very strange. Wow. Die in my own blaze farm? No, thank you. Are we almost done? Yes, we have an advance. Okay, that's it for that model. That's all I wanted to do. Was make sure that one was worthy of our time. Yeah, there we go. Advanced. Nice. Very nice, very nice. So when we need to use it, it'll be efficient. It'll make more stuff. I don't care about any of that. I'm going to go ahead and put that back in my pocket. Nope, that can go in the backpack. So I know I need to put a model in there. Yes, yes. Beautiful. Let's sleep. Shaders reloaded. Woo. And we got a bunch of rewards. Let's stand in front of storage and maybe pick up some quest rewards. I'm hoping. Okay, there's not a crazy ton. Let's just say accept all. What do we get? Ooh, fancy things. Okay, so more resources. Oh, we got some seeds. I got a fish seed. I got a sheep seed. I got a solium seed and a brass seed. That's nice. And a supremium ingot. Ooh, need to get the rewards more often, that's for sure. Another infusion crystal, a range upgrade. Oh, here we can test our range upgrade. So if I put, it's 512 blocks by default. I put one range upgrade, 520. Woo, exciting. Yeah. That's all right, we'll leave it. We'll use it. I won't look a gift horse in the mouth there. Okay, I don't want raw processors in storage because they don't, you don't use them for anything but crafting them into their components. And I will Imperium, premium ingot, nice, nice. Let's check off, okay, brass I didn't have on the list. But I don't need amethyst seeds anymore. Did I have fish seeds? I did. I don't need those anymore. Because I'm trying to keep track of. I don't need sheep seeds anymore. Because we have them. Nice. Okay, I'll get those set up off camera. And maybe we'll find somewhere more elegant for our seed farming. It's like got this janky corner over here right now. It's fine. It's modded Minecraft, right? You always start with the jank and then move on to the exciting, better version. But there we go. Major goal was get refined storage up and running. We'll probably, I'll probably set up some automation off camera and then show it to you. But we need a place to do that. I'm thinking about whether our tower here needs to get taller or deeper underground. Probably taller would be more fun. We'll just keep going up. Just story after story after story. Sure. Yes. Mm-hmm. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, please have a like. That helps me out and I really appreciate it. And in the meantime, remember, you are all the shiny stuff that awesome is made of. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.